Now, some will no doubt question why I'm renominating Jay when he was the choice of a Republican predecessor. Why am I not picking a Democrat? Why am I not picking fresh blood or taking the Fed in a different direction? Put directly, at this moment, both enormous potential and enormous uncertainty for our economy, we need stability and independence at the Federal Reserve. Jay has proven the independence that I value in the federal chair, in the Fed chair. In the last administration, he stood up to unprecedented political interference, and in doing so, successfully maintained the integrity and credibility of his institution. It's just one of the many reasons why Jay has support from across the political spectrum. In 2018, he was confirmed with 84 votes in the United States Senate. His approach as Fed chair has earned the respect and support of groups from the AFL-CIO to the Business Roundtable, which brings me to one more reason I've chosen to renominate Jay. I believe having Fed leadership with a broad bipartisan support is important, especially now in such a politically divided nation. I believe we need to do everything we can to take the bitter partisanship of today's politics out of something as important as the independence and credibility of the Federal Reserve. This is vital to maintaining public trust in an independent institution like the Federal Reserve. And that is why I'm so proud as well to nominate Dr. Lael Brainard, to serve as Vice Chair of the Federal Reserve. By promoting Lael today to Vice Chair, I'm elevating one of the country's most qualified and dedicated public servants. She's one of the nation's leading macroeconomists. She spent years at the Treasury Department representing American capitals around the world on international economic issues. And she spent nearly the last decade as a member of the Fed, most recently working side by side with Jay as the Fed navigated historic economic and financial crises and reaffirmed its commitment to a full employment economy. Throughout her time at the Fed, Lael has also been a steadfast voice for tough rules to protect the pensions and savings of the American people. She's led the Fed's efforts to make sure the banking system serves everyone in the communities they serve, so that regardless of where you live or your background, every American can have access to credit they need to start a business, buy a home, and just have a fair chance in life. She's done pioneering work on how the Fed should account for the emerging risk of climate change to our financial system. And like Jay, her expertise and leadership have earned her the respect and support of Republicans and Democrats alike. I'm proud to nominate her to the vital role of Vice Chair of the Federal Reserve. Beyond Jay and Lael, I look forward in the coming weeks to nominating additional members of the Federal Reserve Board of Governors, including a new Vice Chair for Supervision. These individuals will help safeguard our financial system, and alongside Jay and Lael's leadership, help to support and continue this historic economic recovery. While Jay and Lael bring continuity and stability to the Fed, my additions will bring new perspectives and new voices. I also pledge that my additions will bring new diversity to the Fed, which is much needed and long overdue in my view. Last year, the pandemic shut down much of the global economy. Now there's a worldwide reawakening, and it's creating both an incredible opportunities and tough challenges. As economies all across the world come back from this pandemic, America is leading the way. Like every country in the world, we have to deal with these issues of rising costs. But we should remember, we have the skill and the tools to get it under control. While other countries are stumbling out of this pandemic, we're racing ahead because so much of the rest of our economy is doing well, because we have created so many new jobs as fast as we have. We're in a position to attack inflation from the position of strength, not weakness. In times like these, we need steady, tested, principled leadership at the Fed. We need people with sound judgment and proven courage to preserve the independence of the Fed. And we need people of character and integrity who can be trusted to keep their focus on the right long-term goals of our country, for our country. I'm confident Jay and Lael are those people.